Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Sasha with Divine Healing Journey. And today I just wanted to hop on, do a quick collective reading, see what's in the energy for my groups of people who vibrate on the same level that I do. It's interesting because I've always started videos in more of a rushed manner, and I feel like today is all about taking things slow and not rushing and not stressing and not needing to feel like we need to be ahead of the game or that we are even playing a game. It's like this idea that we're meant to just breathe and be in this capacity of acceptance and like this feeling that everything is just going to be okay. So I don't know, maybe you need to hear this at this time. But it's like this soothing energy of like, the worst is behind us and the best is yet to come is what I heard. And we are entering spring soon. So it may be like this kind of renewal, this kind of coming back to life, this breath of life that's just slowly coming in. Okay. Let's see here. It's interesting because I'm really not feeling rushed at all. Like I'm meant to just take my time and enjoy the moment and just let things unfold as they want to. And if you've looked at my other readings, you notice that I kind of flip the cards as they come, but I'm really not guided to do that right now. And I'm kind of just listening and allowing and accepting that I'm not necessarily in control of what's going on, that I'm allowing spirit to work through me. And it's kind of just this observational standpoint here. So maybe you are at a point in your life where you feel like nothing is really moving and you're not really sure why that is. And this might be confirmation of that. So we do have the Tower, some big changes on the horizon for sure, with the Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, Temperance and the Hangman. Wow, okay. I feel like something is going to spark up in your life that you're not anticipating, but that's going to bring about such big and welcome blessings that you're going to feel almost overwhelmed. And this is kind of preparing you to just take it one step at a time and not really worry about how things have to unfold, just allowing them to unfold as they will. And it's like, I just heard like savoring every moment of it. So whenever we are feeling overwhelmed, the best thing to do is to just take a deep breath and ground ourselves and allow the feeling of overwhelm to dissipate into one of being comfortable with not being the one in control. So I'm kind of getting this sense here that we're being asked at this time to allow ourselves to be stationary as everything seems to be shifting around us through this Tower moment, however it's going to appear in your own life. And whenever it does, please feel free to share with me. I'm always curious to hear about your own stories. We have the Magician, so there's confirmation here that big changes are on the horizon and they're being brought about in your reality by things that you have put into motion. This doesn't have to be physically, it could be in the spiritual realm as well, or just purely on an energetic level if you've done like healing in yourself, if you've done some self-work. And I'm really drawn to how he is completely stationary in this image, and I'm seeing very clearly like this hourglass figure here in the energy. So again, it's not necessarily something we're consciously aware of, but we are allowing it by creating it vibrationally and aligning to that vibration. So and I'm getting this sensation in my chest on the right side. So maybe there's definitely this need of letting go of control, or the idea that we know where things are going. It's like being in this acceptance that things can and will pleasantly surprise us. We don't have to be in control of things for them to be positive in our lives. Wow. Followed by the High Priestess. Okay, so this is really for me talking about balancing internally the masculine and the feminine energies, which are represented here, masculine by the Magician and feminine by the High Priestess, the one that does and the one that receives. So this is like coming to that balance inside of us And regardless of gender, we all carry, every human being, every being really carries both masculine and feminine energies. It's just our energies of existence, really. The masculine does, the feminine receives. And when they're in balance, they're like this yin yang symbol. Everything is going perfectly according to plan. And it's like we're incorporating all the aspects of life within self on a balanced level. So there's no, like, it's like the gears run smoothly. There's no interference in the gears. There's nothing that can stop your creations from manifesting, because there's no more blockages. There's no more wounding in the way of you aligning and manifesting physically what you're envisioning spiritually or energetically. And this is interesting too, because the Tower is kind of telling me that, well, the Tower card is always like kind of talking about an ending that leads to a new beginning. And this is kind of the new beginning that we're seeing here. So this feels like the beginning of an unfoldment of something new, followed by the Four of Pentacles here. So again, we have this imagery of really standing your ground and being unbothered. If you look at this image and this lady here, she's just rooted in her power, not worried, not fearful, allowing. You can see her taking a deep breath and just letting it go and allowing herself to flow with life without needing to control. I need to see this one too. We have the King of Cups again with the same kind of energy. This is insane. It's interesting for me because I'm feeling like masculine, feminine, feminine, masculine, just in the cards that are presenting. And it's like this again, this hourglass notion of everything is what everything was always going to be, you know, like this perfect balance and harmony. I'm going to flip the other two as well. We have the Six of Cups and finally the Seven of Wands. And again, not one of these cards has movement. It's like being in this bubble of peace of, you know, manifesting what it is that you want to be receiving. And the Six of Cups can talk about a soulmate coming in maybe to help us with this, or even like this partnership, this friendship. And I am getting like, again, male, female, male, female, male, female. It doesn't really matter gender. We're talking energies here. But it's really this like balance, this complementary balance that's really taking shape in different ways. There's really like this aura, this energy of peace that I'm getting from these cards, of feeling not rushed, of feeling like in control of self, therefore not needing to be in control of outside circumstances because we don't feel unsafe. And again, it feels like this perfect unfolding of whatever it is that wants to be coming in. I want to have some clarifiers here. What can my viewers expect here, Spirit? What's coming in for my viewers? You've seen this idea of balance that brings in blessings. Six of Swords. So forward momentum comes in after we've achieved this balance in different facets of life. So it could be in regards to our own self-mastery, emotional self-mastery in the case of the King of Cups, but also maybe with our relationships in our lives and choosing to stay unbothered and unaffected by outside influences, because we know that what we have is precious. Who we are is precious because we have achieved this internal mastery of self, really, through the balancing of the masculine and feminine energies. So tell me more, Spirit. What comes after here? Okay, interesting. So Seven of Wands is repeated here. We also have the Justice card. So much balance. Okay. And the Temperance. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to grab a stone in case YouTube does YouTube things to cover the boobies. So what is coming in for my viewers, Spirit? Okay. Abundance. So whatever creative project that you've had, I might want to take one more. We'll see. So we also have the Nine of Wands and the King of Cups is repeated as well. That's crazy. Two repeating cards here. I don't think I want one more. No. Okay. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's like you're I'm kind of hearing like you're achieving your life's purpose. And after that, success comes. It's been a long journey. And I feel like you didn't always know who it was that you could trust, but at the same time, you kind of did. But the energy you've put out is coming back to you, and it might not come back to you in the shape or the guise of people. It's going to come back more in a, I'm feeling an energetic or spiritual way with the Justice and the Temperance, because like these are like my angelic cards, if you will, like order, balance, and chaos. And again, like the balancing of both energies within. And it's like not knowing necessarily with the Nine of Wands here if you are on the right path, or if you've been doing the right thing, because you might have been someone who's been doing in life, and like you have little to show for it. And yet everything that you've been doing has been in the spiritual realm, has been like all the karma that you've reaped by being a good person, by doing the right things, by following your intuition here, and allowing your life to unfold as it was meant to, without trying to fight it tooth and nail every bit of the way. It's like this is rebalancing here. The energetic, the spiritual is going to be made physical. Everything you've invested is coming back to you, and no one can take this away from you. From the Seven of Wands, it's like, if you look at these two images here, like she's in her own bubble of protection, unbothered, and he's like keeping at bay anyone that would try to get at him. So it's like no matter what you'll be receiving, you'll be reaping your rewards with the Ten of Pentacles here. It's like, I'm kind of getting the energy that you need to keep the faith that things that you cannot see. She has his eyes closed, eyes closed, eyes closed, eyes closed. Everyone has their eyes closed here. Pretty much except for these two. But it's like this idea that you just need to keep the faith that things are manifesting and things are happening on a realm or a reality that you're not aware of, but it will present itself physically in the physical world. And I am really getting the sense here with Justice that you will be given back tenfold with a 10 here, everything that you have given out, be it good or bad. You know, if you've actively sought to be a good person, then good is going to find you. You cannot hide from the good that wants to find you and come into your life. So I'd just like to take a look at some clarifiers here. What can my viewers expect to receive here, Spirit? What can my viewers expect to receive? This feels like such a good, positive, like long-awaited reward for something. The Akashic Records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. So this energy of freedom is kind of what I've been picking up on, that like you don't have any more work to do. You've done your work. You've done more than enough. And it's time for you to have like a good life, a peaceful life, an easy, or like being more at ease with your life. So I'm really feeling, especially with the Nine of Wands confirming this here, that you've had a tumultuous, you know, I'm just seeing how this is mirrored here, the steps going up in a circle and the cups going up. Like your life has been challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. And this is kind of Spirit's way of saying like, no more, you've done enough. Crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. So the miraculous energy here, interesting with the High Priestess here coming into the crown. And you know, the dove is a symbol of peace, and we have freedom here. So it's like that energy of like, you've done enough. Like you get to rest, you get to enjoy, reap the rewards of all of your hard work, even if you don't see it in your life physically right now. It's not because it's not coming. It is coming, and that's something that you can rest assured in, is what I'm hearing. I'm staring at my tiger's eye on my table here, and I'm noticing that this is a piece of tiger's eye that I've taken. So maybe that specific stone means something to you, or has a role to play in whatever's happening here. We have stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation vortex. So yeah, again, this is kind of confirming to me that, you know, that things are coming into your reality that are going to surprise you and shock you, but like they are well deserved is kind of what I'm hearing. And star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. So interesting, this is falling with the Six of Cups here. So I'm kind of getting the sensation that higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. I'm getting the sense that you've probably spent a lot of your time, a lot of your life alone, because you couldn't really, what's the word? relate to other people. Maybe your path has been one of deep loneliness, not because like you don't like people or anything like that, but just because you felt like you could never really connect with people. Like there's always this difference in being, this difference in soul that made it difficult for connection to happen. And I'm getting the sense that as part of the rewards that are coming in for everything that you've done, it's this soul family, this soul tribe, these people that do vibe on the same level as you, you know, where you don't always have to be the teacher anymore. Like you can also not be the student, that's not what I mean, but like, you know how there are people in life that just seem to be a perpetual student without ever being at a place where they know enough to be a teacher, but it's like you've been the opposite, where you've always kind of understood things better or on a different level or in a different way than most people. And when you try to communicate that, like people look at you like, what the frick are you talking about? So I'm kind of getting the sense that you're gonna finally meet people that vibe the same way that you do, when you've probably never met that before. And you thought maybe like, okay, there's something really weird about me, or I'm too different, or no. But it's like, no, we just, you know, the people that came in with different knowledge, higher vibrational souls and things like that, we've been dispersed everywhere on the planet to reach like more regions to cover the entire globe, right? So we all have like our own radius of our energetic projection. And it's like, it's finally time for more people, for these radiuses, for more to come in so that we can meet more people and have people. Like the work has been done in such a way that we can now come together, because either our aura has expanded enough for more people to find themselves in our energy and naturally be drawn to us. Or there's even just more people awakening to the truth of things, and like by leveling up, by working on themselves, they're starting to understand things in a different way. And it allows for I'm kind of getting a headache on the left side now. I feel like the more we heal our feminine ancestral lineage, the easier it is for community-driven pockets of humanity to exist. I don't know what's happening. I'm feeling something. It's like, and this is kind of what I was getting, like this feeling that you're always going against the grain, against the current, like you're just so different and unique, and like people can't relate because they don't think the same way that you do naturally. Like they could evolve and grow and get there on their own if they do the work, but like there's not as many people who are just naturally inclined to be open-minded or to have like a different perspective of life. And it's like what am I trying to say here, Spirit? What's the message? I'm just hearing like mass awakenings are happening, which means that you're not alone anymore. Not that you ever were on a spiritual level, but on a physical level, things are starting to come in. We have Thinker. Yeah, so this is kind of giving me the vibe of that energy of being alone and almost trapped in your own head of thinking no one's ever going to be able to be on my level here with me because I'm too foreign, I'm too different, I don't make sense, I don't make logical sense. Come to the edge. Yeah, so people are experiencing this awakening, this difference in thought. We also have, to be fair, and I'll just grab the one more. Okay, I think that was it. One more here. A leg up. Yeah, interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have Orphan. So you're getting out of this energy of feeling alone, of feeling like nobody can understand, nobody can relate. I'm getting the sense of leveling up. People are going to be leveling up around you. And maybe it's in part because of how you communicate and how you've existed in your own space. And that's encouraged people to do the same and to do the work inside of themselves so they can vibrate on a higher level. And it's like kind of inciting this leap of faith in people. Like they've seen you live your life the way you've lived it, and it didn't make logical sense for them, but you're showing how it's working for you. And it's like inspiring them to say, hey, maybe I don't have to follow the beaten path either. Maybe I can follow my dreams. Maybe I can take this leap of faith and do what it is that I actually want to be doing instead of the life's checklist that we've been told, well, this is what life on earth is. and this may be choosing for them. This is giving me the idea of justice again here, that, you know, that you've spent your entire life uplifting people, and now it's like, well, you also need to be uplifted. So we're sending you these companions to help you see, or not see, but experience your own life in a different way, in a fun way, in a worthwhile way, and one that's abundant and full of everything you could ever ask for. It's like you've done the hard part. It's over. It's done. It's time for you to catch your breath, to ground, and be able to live a life that's worth living by your own standards here. And this does feel kind of like divine justice, your own scales being rebalanced, because you're probably the type of person who's been giving, and either received very little, or you didn't know how to receive, or, you know, you've been told to be grateful for what you have and shut up, you know? So it's like your entire life is going to be transforming here, despite you, but in favor of you. Yeah. So I'm just going to grab a few last cards here to close the reading. Anything else my viewers need to know, Spirit? What can they expect in the near future? Ooh. What can my viewers expect in the near future here? I want you. Okay. Let's see. Liberating love. Exactly. This is what I was picking up on. You're going to be receiving love in a way that you've never received it before. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. This is exactly what I was saying. You've been the giver. Now it's time for you to receive. Like, your due justice, I guess is what I want to say. Grounding my energy. This is what we talked about before. It is safe to be in my body. It is safe to be loved in your body as well. Greeting wellness, taking care of self. Balance, balance, we've had this numerous times now in the reading, is the key to a life of infinite miracles. And we had miraculous energy here with the Dove card. We also have growing beyond guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way. So yeah, this is kind of talking about the path that you've had to live up to this point. You would never have learned your lessons if you didn't go through all of the challenges that you've been through. So this is kind of like, what's the word in English? Acknowledging, but also celebrating all of your achievements, even if nobody has done that so far in your life on a physical level. It's been done, and it is still being done on a spiritual level, on an energetic level. You know, the beings that watch over us, they know everything you've done. They know everything you've been through, and they like applaud you for having held on, for having pushed through, for having gotten to the place where you are now. And they're like telling you, now is the time for you to catch a breather and be celebrated, instead of being the one who celebrates everyone and no one celebrates you in return. So this to me is kind of like a call of standing in your own power, of acknowledging your own beauty and innate good nature, and to allow that to shine through. And the more you allow your own light to shine through, the easier it is for all of these other people that want to come in and celebrate you in your life and uplift you and be there for you. It's going to be easier for them to find you as well, you know? So I'm going to leave it there, my beautiful viewers. If you'd like to comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever feels good to you, please feel free to do that. I always like exchanging in the comments whenever I have people watching my videos. And thank you for being here. Take care. Talk to you soon.